What is up, guys? Long time no see. I took the holidays off, but I am back, and in 2023, one of the main goals is to do a lot more YouTube. And we're going to be starting off the year strong with a new light that the people over at SIRUI were kind enough to send me. So the people over at SIRUI have sent me stuff in the past, and I've always loved SIRUI. If you guys aren't familiar with the brand SIRUI, they actually make lenses first. But last year, they started introducing some lights, and they sent me some of them. I tried them out, and they're pretty good lights. And this year is no different, although this light actually was sent to me last year, so anyways, they sent me over a new light. I'm going to be showing you guys what light that I got, and I'm going to be talking about it and show you guys some photos that I took with it, and then give you guys my overall thoughts on this light. So this is a tube light from SIRUI, and this is a SIRUI branded tube light. They actually sent me one in the past, but it was branded Dukin. I don't know if that's changed. It was the Dukin T60, which was an extendable tube light. Really cool design. You know, it came a little bit smaller. It was like this big, and when you extended it, it like doubled in size, which doubled its functionality as a tube light. But there was some things I didn't like about that light, just like there are some things I don't like about this light. And mainly the things I don't like about the light are that they are tube lights, and I'm not like the biggest fan of tube lights. I just don't think that for what I do, they're super useful. But maybe you're different. Maybe you are on the market for some tube lights. So let's talk about this tube light. And the tube light that I got is actually this one right here. So this is the tube light that I got. It is by SIRUI branded. And if I open it up, I'll go ahead and show you guys what comes with it. So the first things that come with it are these little latches, which I don't have the other one because the other one is in my car. The battery charger thing to charge the battery on this thing, because you can't actually remove the battery, which kind of sucks. But then you get the big boy itself, which is this one right here. So this is the SIRUI T120, which is the older, bigger brother of the T60, which is Dukin when they sent me it, but I don't know if it's branded SIRUI now or not. Anyways, this light is pretty cool. So if you guys can see, it's pretty big, fresh out of the box, but it has one cool trick up its sleeve, and that is it gets even bigger. So it kind of just like doubles. Let me go right here, and pretty neat, isn't it? So this is a tube light. It is an extendable tube light. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of tube lights. I don't really use tube lights. And the only times that I do use tube lights are when they have something like that, which is extendability, because that gives me the choice of bringing a tube light and then being able to use it in two different sizes, which has come in handy in the past. Like I said, I do have the Dukin T60, which is the little brother to this light, and that's the only tube light I've actually used in the past year. Haven't really used any other tube lights. I have a couple of other tube lights from GVM and a couple of other brands, but they're just not really that useful for me, except for the Dukin T60. So when they said that they wanted to send me this one, I was like, yeah, I would love this one, because it's just a bigger version of a light that I already basically have. A lot of the features that this light has is identical to any feature that any tube light has. So it has full RGB, it has full CCT from 2700 Kelvin all the way up to 8000 Kelvin. So 2700 Kelvin up to 8000 Kelvin. It has full RGB HSI. It has all of the video modes that you would like, all of the video modes that you would ever need. And it has a 1/4" thread on either side to make mounting a little bit easier. As you guys know, I'm not that kind of channel to do a bunch of light tests and measure like the total output and stuff like that. But according to the light itself, it is a 40-watt equivalent light. So how bright that is, I don't really know, but it says 40 watts on it, so we're gonna go with 40 watts. Not the person asked for tube light stuff. But anyways, let me show you guys some photo examples I actually took with this light, and show you guys some B-roll of this light as well. I have had this light for a little bit over a month now. Like I said, I got it right before the holidays. I wasn't able to like put this video together and do, you know, what I wanted to do with it until recently. But I did do a couple photo shoots with it, and the photos came out pretty well. And they're kind of exactly what I expected the photos to look like. They're not anything crazy. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a tube light. So it can do what a tube light can do, but it extends, so it can do that as well. Anyways, here's some photos that I took. Here's some behind the scenes footage of a photo shoot I did with my friend Mishko. They came over, we shot some stuff, fogged up my entire studio, and got these really, really sick photos. Now, during this photo shoot, I totally forgot that this light extended, so I wasn't actually able to get some photos with it fully extended. We just got some with it not extended, and I don't even think I was using it full brightness on this photo shoot. This light does get pretty bright, and in this photo shoot, I wasn't able to really test how much difference the brightness was when it was compacted versus extended. However, I did do another photo shoot with this light. In this photo shoot, I did get some samples of what it looks like fully extended. And from my understanding, I don't really think it does that much more when you fully extend it, but it does do enough for it to matter. And that's because it spreads the light out over a wider period, so you get to illuminate a little bit more of whatever subject you're aiming it at, which is pretty beneficial depending on what you are trying to photograph or videograph. Again, this is a video light first, but I know a lot of photographers do like to bring tube lights and smaller pocket lights around with them when they do photo shoots, just because it's easy to bring along with. I don't know if this is going to be super easy to bring along with. Personally, I think the Dukin T60 is like the perfect size, compact. This one's a full length tube light, and it just gets bigger. So it isn't as portable, but it is a little bit more portable than one of those designated huge tube lights that doesn't have the ability to be compact and shrunken down a little bit. This one does. This one you can shrink it down a little bit and extend it when you're on set, shrink it back down and transport it. Makes transportation a little bit easier, but at the end of the day, even its base size is a little bit big, so it's kind of one of those scenarios. But yeah, anyways, you guys saw some photo examples, and you guys know that it's a tube light, and it does what a tube light can do. So what are my overall thoughts on it? I think that it's a really dope light. I like it. I personally wanted to have it because I have the Dukin T60s. I actually have two of those. And, this light, I only have one of them, unfortunately. But the only time I ever used tube lights in the last year were the Dukin T60s. And that was because I was able to extend them and bring them back down. Also, those tube lights came with like a little remote that I could activate from, I could boom them wherever I wanted and like activate them with a remote. This doesn't have that, but I do think that this does have like Bluetooth capability. I'm sure that this thing has Bluetooth connectivity. I just haven't used it with Bluetooth connectivity yet because I haven't used it that much. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's a tube light. Would I recommend it? I think if you're on the market for a tube light, this would be a good option because you get an extendable and collapsible version of a tube light. You don't have to, pick a size and, be locked in on that. You can get two sizes in one, which I think is a better deal than just getting one long one or one small one. You kind of get both. Are they going to be a little bit dimmer than those dedicated ones? Probably, but I think that the added functionality of being able to compact it and, extend it, I think is better than just having a dedicated size, in my opinion, and for what I would use it for. It varies from person to person, but for me, I think that if you are in the market for a tube light and you want something that's bright and that's pretty powerful and is semi-portable, I think this is definitely a light that you should look into, or you should actually look into the T60 as well, which is also by SIRUI. Personally, I think there's more use cases for the T60 for me personally, but if you want something a little bit more powerful, this would be the logical step up. This is about the size of the T60 fully extended. This is what the T60 fully extended would be, and then you get more extension with this as well. And I just think that if you need a little bit more of a portable light, the T60 would be the way to go, in my opinion. I'll link everything down in the description below, Amazon links and all that. They are affiliate links, so if you do end up purchasing it, I will get a little bit of kickback, which would be awesome and greatly appreciated because it would help me keep this YouTube going. But with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video there. I think it's a good light. Do I think it's a great light? No, just because I don't really love tube lights. So, I'm a little biased when it comes to that. But I do have a bunch of other lights I want to talk about, and I have a bunch of other gear I want to talk about too. So make sure you stick around for that by subscribing and liking this video. And go ahead and drop a comment if you guys have any questions. I'm not a huge expert on this light. I'm not a huge expert on tube lights in general. So keep the questions pretty, non-technical, just because at the end of the day, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. I don't really care about the technicality aspect of it. But if you guys don't follow me on social media, make sure you follow me at MoodyDarkRoom. That's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, basically everything you can think of, MoodyDarkRoom. I'm on there, Pinterest, make your mood boards with my photos. Support your boy. And make sure you subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any future content. And with that being said, again, thank you, SIRUI, for sending me this light. I like it for a tube light, but I do prefer my COBs first. But if I ever do need a tube light, the T60 and the T120 are the ones that I'm going to go to for sure. And that's the ones I'm going to keep recommending to people if they're on the market for a tube light. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. See ya.